Welcome, welcome. Today we'll be doing a restorative yin yoga flow. So we will be really focusing on staying present, on breathing, and on holding the positions for longer periods of time. We can start by getting into a child's position. The feet can be together, the knees wide apart, walking the hands forward, stretching out the arms, the spine, elongating the neck and the head, and bringing our belly close to our knees. More than welcome to add pillows or cushions wherever, whenever, to get more comfortable. If you prefer, you can also keep your hands, your arms on the side, fingers facing the back. And taking deep breaths in and deeper, longer breaths out. And while we will be longer in each position, that doesn't mean you don't move in the positions. It can be quite supportive to wiggle, to adjust, to lengthen, creating more space, more awareness. As we continue breathing in and breathing out fully. Perhaps reconnecting or connecting with an intention for today's practice. Maybe something you're working on, something you'd like to cultivate or nurture. And now from here, with awareness, but perhaps more slowly, if that supports, beginning to come up onto the hands and the knees, coming into a tabletop position, knees under the hips, hands under the shoulders. And in this position, pressing each of the fingers firmly into the ground, pressing the feet, the back of the feet, or the bottom of the toes if your feet are curled firmly into the ground. And as you breathe, taking some time to explore movement here, beginning to move the spine, the torso, in a way that feels natural and comfortable. Maybe up and down, or side to side, or circles, or something more free flowing. When you notice an area that's maybe more stiff or more tight or just more sensations there, pausing, breathing, being with that. Attitudes of more kindness, friendliness, curiosity can be quite supportive. And from here, we can walk the hands forward, keeping the hips above the knees as we bring the arms, then the armpits, maybe the chest, the neck, the head closer to the ground. Stretching the shoulders, the arms, the spine, the neck, the head. Not by forcing, but by breathing more intently. And from here, we can cross the arms, using the elbows and the forearms to support us as we make our way onto the belly, adjusting here, feet wide, coming into a Sphinx position, the feet flat, the hands flat, elbows down, arms parallel to each other, shoulders back, opening up the front of the body, engaging the glutes. The head may go back a little bit, and looking down a bit in front of you. Staying here, or perhaps exploring what a variation with the bottom legs up, bottom of the feet facing the sky.
Morgen worden. Kan me morgen doen.
As always, welcoming any sounds, welcoming anything that arrives in our practice, treating that as a teacher of patience, of understanding, of care. From here, we can again cross the arms, allowing the elbows to come out, folding the hands on top of each other, resting the forehead on top of the palm or the back of the hand. Being a few moments in crocodile position, exploring what this position feels like in this moment as you breathe in, as you breathe out. And from here, mindfully coming back up, pushing ourselves up to tabletop once more. Curling the toes, moving just for a bit into a toe squat. So we're sitting on top of our heels. If it's too much, knowing you can lean more forward, keep the hands on the ground. Otherwise, sitting back, exploring the possibility of keeping the breath nice and even, just like it was in crocodile or sphinx pose, as we explore perhaps a maybe more uncomfortable, maybe more comfortable position. Noticing any thoughts or any tension arising in the body. The shoulders can be soft, the jaw doesn't have to be clenched. Even when a particular part in the body just becomes more stimulated, more active. And from here, we can come back to tabletop, maybe pointing the feet, and we'll make our way into a cross-legged position now. And I invite you to put your right leg in front. If it's supportive, as mentioned in the beginning, always feel free to add a cushion, a bolster, pillows, blankets, etc. Taking some time to adjust the glutes, stretching them out to be more on the tailbone. The legs can cross, the toes curled, and if the knees are up high, that's okay. If they're lower, that's okay. And what we'll do now is we'll reach up towards the sky, bringing our arms up. We will inhale to lengthen. And as we exhale, we'll bring the arms forward. If you have a little bit more range of motion in this moment, you can bring the arms more forward Maybe the elbows can come down. Maybe the forehead can come down to the ground on top of the arms. Remembering this isn't a race or a competition, not trying to force anything, moving with breath, moving with awareness. From here, we can make our way up. And once again, reach the arms up. And then we will plant one of the arms down on the ground. And we will reach with the arm straight or as straight as you can over to the side, doing a side bend. Maybe opening up more the chest towards the sky, looking up. You can always bring that arm further out, remembering to keep the opposite butt cheek still on the ground. If there's room, maybe that elbow come in contact with the ground. And if not, that's okay. That other arm is still reaching. Breathing in to lengthen. And breathing out maybe to twist more towards the sky. With each in-breath, feeling the stretch in the side body. Coming back to center. Switching the legs now. But before we do that, maybe just bringing the feet flat. Be just rocking them inside and outside or side to side. Just working a little bit on our internal and external hip mobility. And then the opposite leg can be forward now. So if the right leg was in front before, this time the left. Curling those toes back, placing the feet where comfortable, adjusting the glutes, and when ready, reaching up, and then moving forward. Feeling a nice stretch in the thighs, the glutes, perhaps in the back. Breathing in to lengthen, breathing out, softening more. And we'll come back up. Arms back up to the ceiling. And we'll do the side bend to the other side. Arm comes to the ground, opposite arm reaches up, lengthens, stretching the side body, keeping the butt cheeks connected to the floor. Opening up the chest towards the sky. Back to center. Legs coming out in front, shaking them out, rolling the feet. We will now bring the feet closer to the torso or the pelvis. They can be wider or really close, up to you. Grabbing the feet and then opening up the feet as if you were reading a book. Again, lengthening. And then reaching down or falling down. The elbows, the arms, if you'd like, pushing down. From here, we'll come back up, the support of the hands, bringing the knees back up, beginning to make our way onto our backs. Bringing the knees close to the torso. Maybe wrapping the arms around the legs or holding the legs with the hands as we squeeze the knees closer to the chest. And from here, we can either grab the back of the thighs, bringing the feet up, bottom of the feet facing the sky, or you can bring the arms on the inside of the knees, inside of the thighs, and then you bring the hands on the outside of the feet, coming into a happy baby. As best you can, keeping that lower back, that tailbone in contact with the ground. We want to be lifting up the bottom. We want to keep it connected to the ground, feeling this stretch a lot more in the legs. Straightening one leg more, and then the other. And when you're ready, bringing the feet onto the mat. You can keep the feet on the floor, allow the knees to fall in on top of each other, or you can straighten out the legs, allowing the toes to fall out to the sides, the outsides. Ending in our final resting position. Giving yourself this final minute. And we'll end here. More than welcome to stay longer. Otherwise, slowly transitioning to one of your sides. Keeping the hand on the back of the head, coming into a fetal position. With the support of the opposite arm, you can push yourself up. Thanking yourself first and foremost for practicing. And enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you.